Alright guys, welcome back to Pagan Arsenal. As you can see, we're getting ready to do some more work on our muzzleloader here. This is our Shenandoah rifle we've been working on. We're getting ready to put a stain on this thing before we seal it and start finishing it. We've got two different stains that I could choose from. I just did a quick little test piece. This is some rifle stain. That's the label of it. This is the red mahogany, and I like how the red mahogany looks a lot better. So that's the stain we're going to be using. And I've just got the stock hung up on some wire here. And I don't care if it drips down onto the floor. It's a concrete floor out here in the garage. But I'm just taking a regular old paper towel, and I'm just going to be laying down a nice thick finish over the entire surface of the gun stock. I'm not going to make you guys watch this whole process, but you know, just so you can see how good it actually looks on there. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to be going over all the surfaces, but look at how much better it looks already. Look at that. You can't beat that. Okay, you can, but with the tools I've got and the time that I have, I can't beat that. So, yeah. We're just going to be laying on a nice thick coat of our wood finish over the whole surface. And we're going to be letting this dry overnight. Woo! Ha! Yeah! That was almost bad. I might edit that out. I might leave it. I don't know. But, yeah. This is actually one of the screws for the butt plate that's holding this wire up. It won't hurt nothing. It's fine. But just gonna be getting a nice thick coat all over everything. We're gonna leave it on here overnight to dry. And yeah, we're gonna see if we need to apply another coat tomorrow. And, if we do, we will. If we don't, we don't. That's part of the fun. So I'm not going to make you guys watch this whole big long process, but you know, we got the stock all finished. Well, not finished. It's all sanded and everything. God damn, this wire. You want to make sure you get down into where the lock goes, all up in the barrel channel. Otherwise, you've just got a half-assed job, and it ain't going to look that great. Everyone's going to see all the nice white wood in between all the gaps. The only real area you don't want to try to get into is actually up here into the inner workings. Mostly just because you kind of can't. But, you know, like it up here in the lock, you want to get as much as you can in there. And, yeah. So now that you've got enough of me rambling, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off now. And finish applying this and leave it overnight and get to polishing up some of this brass. Alright guys, so while we've got that stock hanging up to dry, I'm going to be going over polishing some of these brass bits. And, it's not as hard as you'd think. Really, I've just got a pile of sandpaper all cut up right here. I've got 180, 220, 220, 320, and 400 grit sandpaper. And we're just going to be going over all of our brass surfaces. The only real thing that you want to do here is you want to polish one way with one grit, and then across those sanding lines with the next grit. That's really all it is. I'm not going to make you guys watch this whole process. I might show some of it and fast forward through it, but it really is just kind of a long and tedious process. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and get started on some of that. I'm doing the same thing for, probably the next couple of hours, just going over all the brass bits with all the various grits of sandpaper. I'm not going to make you guys watch all that. It's just tedious. Alright, so we can see that took quite a long time. They already look a whole lot better. Like this brass looks so much better than when I started. And I'm just taking it up to 400 grit from 180. And I'm probably going to run over it with some steel wool and call that good. I've still got to buff all that, but I'll get that done, and then hopefully by then the stock will be done drying and I can go over that with you guys, buffing the finish on that, final sanding, laying down the first layer of varnish. And, yeah, this video is spread out over a few days, so yeah, if it seems that way, it's because it is. All right, guys. So our wood stain is dry now, and what we're gonna be doing next, we're gonna be taking some steel wool, and we're just gonna be carting off all the excess. We're just gonna make some nice light passes, take off all that excess stain that's built up on the surface. You can see the wood filler didn't take the stain as well as it could have, but with it being, kind of a plastic-based wood filler, I wasn't hoping for a whole lot. But you know what? It turned out better than I thought it would. And, you know what? It ain't terrible. So, I'm going to finish rubbing this down, and then I will bring y'all back for laying down the finish, the sealant. Alright, so we're getting ready to lay down some finish on this, and all we're using is a bit of True Oil. You got some people out there that'll say, oh, use furniture polish. Nah, don't use furniture polish. Doesn't work out that well. Furniture polish is for furniture. True Oil's for guns. And that there's going to be a whole lot of y'all freaking out, oh, he's not wearing gloves. He's just applying it with his hands. Yes, I am. Applying it with your hands gives a smoother finish, gives you more control. You don't have all the streaks and everything from the brush or a sponge or whatever you're using. And it's fun. I'm just gonna put a nice even coat all over. You know what? You can get this stuff at just about any gun store. You can get it at Walmart. I didn't get it at Walmart. I actually went and got it at Sportsman's Warehouse. But that's really all you're doing. You're just giving everything a nice, as even a coating as you can. And then I'm not too attached to this floor, so we get a couple of drips, it's not a big deal. once you get your true oil applied, just gonna go over, make sure it's all nice and even. Make sure you got it everywhere it needs to be. And you're gonna let it dry for a few hours. Come back and see if it needs another coat. And trust me, you will know if it needs another coat. The gun will let you know. Same with a lot of things. The gun will let you know. Alright, that's about it for this bit. I'm gonna wipe off my hands and let that dry. Alright guys, well that dangle's there to dry. That's about it for this video. It's just a waiting game at this point, so yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and in the meantime I'll be getting stuff ready to do another video for you. Thank you.